And then Allah says, وَلَا تَفَرَّقُوا. And don't be divided. Wa alaikum salam, Sister Amara. So Allah says, لا تفرقوا فرقة. Right? We've heard this name, firqa. And so Allah is explicitly prohibiting. It's haram. It's a major sin. وَلَا تَفَرَّقُوا, to form sects. Where people, when they divide the religion like the Jews and the Christians had done previously based on their belief about Jesus, for example, you have many different Christian sects. And likewise, amongst the Muslims, you find that people have divided themselves into various sects. And based on either their interpretation of the sifat of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, or their allegiance to the leaders or the Khulafa ar-Rashidun. And so they broke away, justifying their breaking away from the main body of the Muslims, using various excuses, claiming that they're the only ones upon the truth and everybody else is misguided. And they misinterpreted the hadith of the Prophet ﷺ regarding 73 sects and thinking that they are the only ones upon the truth. So I want to touch on this point here. Ibn Taymiyyah, rahimahullah, he has a treatise on the hadith of the 73 sects. And I have quoted it. I have a few quotes from it. I want to share with you because I don't want to misquote it. Okay. So here we have a group. This is from a treatise by Ibn Taymiyyah, rahimahullah. And he said, amongst the people of innovation, there are some who have strong iman, both internal and external, only that because of ignorance and wrongdoing, they commit some errors in the sunnah. Such people are neither hypocrites nor infidels. The fact that they sometimes display some enmity and wrongdoing only qualifies them to be fasiq. At times, one of them may misinterpret something for which he will be forgiven. Nevertheless, they may have a profound iman and taqwa, both of which qualify them to attain wilayah, friendship of Allah, commensurate to the degree of their iman and God-fearingness. Now, wilayah, to be a wali of Allah, is not a small thing. Here, Ibn Taymiyyah is saying that some people who have those innovations that qualify them to be outside, to not be from the saved group, may be the awliya. They may become wilayah of Allah, friends of Allah. This is not a small statement. This is something very, very serious. So this shows you the fairness that a scholar should have. Ibn Taymiyyah, of course, is a very high scholar, and he's so fair that he said, even though some people may be mistaken, they made an interpretation, they made a ta'wil, like, let's say, for example, Ibn Taymiyyah himself, he doesn't follow the creed of the Ash'ari school, but here himself, he's saying that they may be awliya of Allah because they made an interpretation that Allah will forgive. So this is completely unheard of in today's discourse, where people are always criticizing and labeling other groups and trying to excommunicate them. Obviously, the Khawarij, they actually kill people who don't follow their way. As you know, the Khawarij group, um, what they call nowadays ISIS and Daesh, whatever, ISIL, they have different names for it. They kill people who follow a different creed. And here Ibn Taymiyyah is saying that people have a different not a creed, I shouldn't say, but they follow a different a view that may be considered have an innovation. He said they could be the awliya of Allah. So you see how far these groups, modern day groups, are from the scholarly tradition of Ibn Taymiyyah, rahimahullah.